It's day 2 of Gen Con, and I have the distinct pleasure of talking to one of my favorite people I get to see at Gen Con. You really are. You truly are.
Oh, thank you very much.
What's your name again?
I can't even remember myself. It's gone.
Dominic McDowell from Cubicle 7 Games. And lots of stuff's been cooking over the last year since we chatted.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the big thing going on right now is Adventures in Middle-earth.
Yes, definitely. The reception for Adventures in Middle-earth, which is our 5e compatible Lord of the Rings setting, it's been an
open gaming license.
Yes, absolutely. It's amazing. I mean, it's such a great rule set to build off, and being able to bring the world's favorite role-playing game together with the world's best fantasy setting for the first time ever.
That's right.
I was so nervous. I mean, the responsibility for that felt really, we felt
because
that.
you have the One Ring, and you've had so many great people work on that, invest some wonderful work into it too. And you're able to share much of that with folks who like 5th edition.
Yep. Well, that was the my main objective, really, was that we had all this, this amazing One Ring stuff, and the One Ring's gone down really well. But there's still, there's a lot of people who they don't want to learn a new rule set. That they're happy with what they're doing, and to be able to give them the opportunity to play in this, the vision of Middle-earth that we've created for the One Ring, which just felt like.
Sharing more love.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
And so you had the player's guide come out. You had the lore master's guide come out. You've had some supplements come out.
Yes.
What's something new here at Gen Con? I'm sure you brought something new for it here.
Yes. So Wilderland Adventures. It's this one here. This is 7 adventures that you can play as a linked campaign or as one-shots.
Lucky 7.
Oh, yes. It's brilliant. It's worth it for the Goblin Song alone is worth it. If you remember that from Tales from Wilderland.
I do not.
It's great.
Actually, I do not believe I ever saw Tales.
Ah, well,
now is the opportunity. I usually see the core books. I usually get to see the core books in that. And I always like coming here to Gen Con because usually when I do reviews of Cubicle 7 role-playing games are PDFs, which are wonderful, and I personally like because I put them on my iPad.
Yeah.
But there's just something about holding a physical book in your hands and seeing that artwork just pop. It's magical. So we've got the Wilderland Adventures.
Yep.
What's on the horizon right now for possibly the One Ring or Middle-earth Adventures?
So next for the One Ring is Bree. We are heading to everybody's favourite town on the way to somewhere else.
Right. Gonna swing over to the Prancing Pony.
Absolutely.
Grab an ale or a mead.
It comes in pints,
Yeah.
So that's very exciting for Bree. I have a Bree for One Ring. And then we'll have Odes of the Riddermark adventures set around Rohan.
Oh,
so,
nice.
That's coming together really nicely.
Isn't Bree available in PDF right now?
It is.
Correct?
Yep, it is indeed.
I thought so.
And the it's on the Atlantic at the moment, so it's shipping in. And then for Adventures in Middle-earth, we've got the Ravanian Region Guide, which is a guide to Mirkwood and the Vales of Anduin. So that's next up for Adventures in Middle-earth. But there's loads on the way.
Because there's so much you can use.
Absolutely.
Too. It's not like, we've run out of things we can do. Moving on to some of your other role-playing games, Doctor Who still does very, very well. I'm personally excited. I know there are folks who are watching this who are all upset that the Doctor is going to be a woman. Personally, I'm not going to ask your opinion. I'm just saying personally, I'm very excited. I think it's fantastic.
I think it's going to be great. Absolutely. So I'm really excited.
And they did get a wonderful actress. She's fantastic in Broadchurch.
Yep. No, we're going to see some great things.
But you've done just about every Doctor now. You don't have, I don't think you have a Peter Capaldi book.
We're working on that one at the moment.
Right. I figured you're working on it. What's cooking with that? Any adventure books maybe coming along? Who fans
There's a lot
there?
in the background.
Okay.
There's some very exciting plans for next year, but I'm not quite ready to talk about them yet.
Okay.
Watch this space. We've got loads coming through.
How much is it going to cost? $20? We'll get an exclusive? Okay. So we've got Doctor Who. So we've got things cooking, percolating. There is the Peter Capaldi edition that's out.
Absolutely.
And I know you've got some things with Cthulhu Britannica, which I love that line. I know that's a little on the back burner, but I heard a little birdie told me maybe next year we'll see some cool stuff.
Yeah.
But let's also talk about what's coming, which I was amazed. I heard it might be later this year. Warhammer Fantasy.
Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Yeah, my first ever role-playing game.
Really? That was your first?
That was my
one?
first. That was...
I remember I picked up the first edition rules, and I really loved the setting.
Yeah.
The system itself, I was like, ooh, it's a little too crunchy, but I love the setting. So you've got a couple of titles.
Yes,
coming out with that.
We haven't announced any release dates yet.
Well, John, I mean, the little birdie, I heard maybe late this year, early next year.
The best thing to do is to sign up to the newsletter. Sign up to the Cubicle 7 newsletter, and you'll be first to know. So,
well, second, because whoever has to write the newsletter is going to know. Right?
That's true. Okay, you'll be probably fourth or fifth to know. I think technically, maybe.
So how excited are you to actually bring Warhammer Fantasy back across the pond?
Really excited. It's, like I say, it's my first game. I love it. We're having a great time working on it, and I can't wait. It's,
I can't wait too.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what else? What else can we talk about?
So after Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, we are also working on the Age of Sigmar role-playing game.
Yes.
Which is tremendously exciting. It's an amazing setting.
Yes.
There's just so much to it. We're having real fun with that one.
Let's see, what else? So you also have, as far as like board game, card games, you've got Doctor Who Time Clash.
We have, yes. That's been received very well. It's a different kind of game, isn't it? It's
I don't know. I haven't played.
You haven't? Oh well.
I'm taking a copy with me, so
Excellent.
folks will get to see a review. Say, I just put you on the spot now. It's like, no, Jeff, I'm not giving you anything.
I'm sure we can find a copy for you. It's an asymmetric game, so you've got the Doctor or Doctor's team if there's more than two people playing.
Okay.
You've got the Dalek team, and there's different sort of objectives that they're different ways of winning. You've got the Doctor's trying to put together his plan before the threat of the Daleks can build too much.
Oh wow! Okay.
It really feels like you're playing like an
special
episode. It's
guest
got
there
those
for a
two
second.
different.
So it's asymmetrical, so everybody's going to have a little bit of a different experience playing it.
And there's the in the centre you've got these three arcs.
Okay.
And they each have their own special rules that you trigger when you move the TARDIS onto them. There's 9 arcs in the base set, so you've got a load of different combinations, and there's a lot of different.
Base set, so there must be some expansions on the horizon.
Yes, indeed. There will be more details about those soon.
If you follow the newsletter, you'll find out.
Indeed.
You'll be fourth or fifth to know.
There will be some Cybermen arriving before too much longer.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What else is cooking that you want to share, Don?
I can never remember what I do, can I, at this stage? I always go, my mind goes blank.
Much going on, though. I mean, you've got all different stages of development going on with so many different things. Have I left something out that you want to share some love for?
I think we probably covered it. I think one of the things that we've been doing over the last year or so is just making sure that we're focusing on our core lines and making sure that there's lots of releases coming out for those.
Yes.
There's that's the
The long and short of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I have one last question for you, and I've been asking this of all of my interview subjects. This is the 50th Gen Con.
Yes.
You have been attending this for quite not
10 years
not a long,
now.
long time.
No, the 40th was my first.
I was going to say let's not make ourselves older than we are. But what is one of your favorite Gen Con memories or moments that's family friendly?
Right. Okay. I think being here at all was just amazing. I mean, when I was a kid. In the UK, we get Dragon magazine, and Gen Con was this like fabled thing that there was advertised
Magical
in a page.
land.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I mean, I never thought I would get to a Gen Con, let alone be exhibiting at one as a publisher with my publishing company. So that was really special just to be here. It was, that was quite a thing.
One thing I love, just to finish up real quick, about Gen Con, this is my favorite convention. I make no bones about it. I'm very vocal about that. I love the fact that you have so many different people who enjoy so many different games.
Yep.
And we all get together.
Yeah.
Everybody has a great time, and it's just one huge community, and it's just a feel-good event.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure some folks have had bad experiences, but I never have. I love this show.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's
And I love that Cubicle 7 comes to this show.
yes. Oh, it's awesome. I agree entirely. It's just great to see everybody coming together, and it's been great to see the growth of the show as well. I think as you know the rise of geek culture and all the rest of it.
They're guessing about 90,000 attendees.
And I think so 10 years ago, my first one, 2007. I think it was around about 30,000 attendance.
Yeah, I think that was
Something
about
like
right.
that.
And every year it's grown and grown and grown.
Yeah. And
But always good to talk to you, Dominic.
you too. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Show's fantastic, jam-packed. We have people popping in and out selling all this stuff. So until next year, enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks you. You too.